Urza, Chief Artificer. Urza is a legendary human artificer from Dominaria, whose brilliance and rivalry with his brother Mishra shaped the devastating Brothers' War. This version, the Chief Artificer, reflects him as a commander of Yosha's artifice efforts, marshalling machines as instruments of war. Urza has affinity for artifact creatures, making him cheaper as your artifact creature count grows, and he grants your artifact creatures menace to pressure blocks. At each of your end steps, he creates a 0/0 construct that scales with your artifact total, quickly turning a wide artifact board into a giant threat. Strategically, an Urza deck that leans hard into an artifacts theme deploys many cheap artifacts and artifact creatures to both discount Urza and inflate the construct token size over time. Support that plan with artifact payoffs and token engines to keep artifacts flowing, then leverage menace and ever-growing constructs to convert your board advantage into decisive combat damage. Combo ideas for Urza decks. Combo number 1, Etherium Sculptor, plus Mystic Forge, plus Sensei's Divining Top. Required conditions: 1. Etherium Sculptor is on your battlefield. 2. Mystic Forge is on your battlefield. 3. Sensei's Divining Top is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: 1. Activate Sensei's Divining Top and tap it, then draw a card and put Sensei's Divining Top on top of your library. 2. Using the combined abilities of Etherium Sculptor and Mystic Forge, cast Sensei's Divining Top from the top of your library by paying 0 mana. 3. Repeat. Combo results: 1. Near infinite card draw. 2. Near infinite storm count. Combo number 2, Urza, Lord High Artificer, plus Sword of the Meek, plus Thopter Foundry. Required conditions: 1. Urza Lord High Artificer is on your battlefield. 2. Sword of the Meek is on your battlefield. 3. Thopter Foundry is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: 1. Activate Urza's first ability and tap Sword of the Meek, adding a blue mana to your mana pool. 2. Activate Thopter Foundry and sacrifice Sword of the Meek, then create a 1/1 Thopter creature token with flying, and you gain a life. 3. When the Thopter token enters the battlefield, Sword of the Meek triggers, then return Sword of the Meek from your graveyard to the battlefield and attach it to the Thopter token. 4. Activate Urza's first ability again, and tap the Thopter token this time, adding a blue mana to your mana pool. 5. Repeat. Combo results: 1. Infinite ETB triggers. 2. Infinite creature tokens. 3. Infinite life gain. 4. Infinite blue mana. 5. Cast all spells in your library without paying their mana costs. Combo number 3, Urza, Prince of Kroog, plus Mechanized Production, plus Mere Battlesphere. Required conditions: 1. Urza Prince of Kroog is on your battlefield. 2. Mechanized Production is on your battlefield. 3. Mere Battlesphere is in your hand. 4. You have enough mana to cast Mere Battlesphere. 5. You have enough mana to activate Urza at the beginning of your next upkeep. Activating the combo: 1. Cast Mere Battlesphere. 2. Mere Battlesphere ETB ability triggers, then create for 1/1 Mere artifact creature tokens. 3. At the beginning of your next upkeep, Mechanized Production triggers. 4. Holding priority, activate Urza, targeting Mere Battlesphere, then create a token copy of Mere Battlesphere that is a 1/1 soldier in addition to its other types. 5. The Mere Battlesphere token ETB ability triggers, then create for 1/1 Mere artifact creature tokens. 6. Resolve the Mechanized Production trigger, then create a token copy of the artifact it is attached to, and causing you to win the game due to having 8 Mere artifact creature tokens in total. Combo result: win the game at the beginning of your next upkeep. Combo number 4, Karn, the Great Creator, plus Mycosynth Lattice. Required conditions: 1. Karn the Great Creator is on your battlefield. 2. Mycosynth Lattice is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: 1. Mycosynth Lattice turns all permanents into artifacts. 2. Activated abilities of permanents your opponent control that all turn into artifacts cannot be activated due to Karn the Great Creator. Combo result. Activated abilities of permanents your opponent's control can't be activated, including lands. Combo number 5. Cyberman Squadron plus Blightsteel Colossus. Required conditions: 1. Cyberman Squadron is on your battlefield. 2. Blightsteel Colossus is on your battlefield. 3. Blightsteel Colossus does not have summoning sickness. 4. Opponents are unable to block nor kill creatures you control. Activating the combo: 1. Declare Blightsteel Colossus as an attacker. 2. Blightsteel Colossus myriad ability given by Cyberman Squadron triggers, then create a token copy of it that is tapped and attacking for each opponent. 3. Deal combat damage using Blightsteel Colossus and its token copies. Combo result. Each opponent loses the game due to having 10 or more poison counters.
Hi Commander, if you are new here, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Enjoy!
Non-game changer spells that are commonly found in Urza decks. Artifact lands. Construct Scala. As artifact lands, these permanents increase your total artifact count, directly improving Urza's construct token that gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Mana Fidelity. Seed of the Synod, Ancient Den, and Vault of Whispers provide colored mana while also being artifacts, supporting consistent casting of Urza and continued artifact deployment without reducing artifact density in the deck. Board Resilience. Darksteel Citadel's indestructible property helps preserve an artifact land through many destruction effects, stabilizing your artifact count and maintaining pressure from Urza's recurring end-step construct engine. Etherium Sculptor. Faster curve. Cost reduction lets you deploy more artifacts per turn, increasing your artifact count to grow Urza's construct. Earlier Urza, cheaper artifact creatures hit the board sooner, boosting the affinity discount when you cast Urza. Menace Swarm. Sculptor is an artifact creature itself, and once Urza is out, it gains menace while helping you keep mana open for interaction. Sai, Master Thopterist. More affinity fuel. Sai's Thopters are artifact creatures, which helps reduce Urza's cost via affinity for artifact creatures. Bigger construct. Thopters increase your total artifact count, directly scaling Urza's end step 0/0 construct token that gets +1/+1 per artifact you control. Card Sustainment. Sai's activated ability turns excess artifacts into card draw, helping you maintain a steady stream of artifacts, spells, and permanents to continuously support Urza's engine. Losheel, Clockwork Scholar. Combat Insurance. Urza encourages wide attacks by granting menace to your artifact creatures, and Losheel ensures those attackers survive blocks by preventing combat damage to them. End Step Draw. Urza creates a construct artifact creature token at your end step, which can immediately satisfy Losheel's artifact creature's enter trigger to draw a card. Affinity Stability. By keeping your attacking artifact creatures alive through combat, Losheel helps maintain the artifact creature density that makes Urza's affinity discount more reliable across the game. Thopter Spy Network. Token Engine. The upkeep Thopter production supplies artifact creatures that later gain menace from Urza, supporting sustained combat pressure. Combat Draw. Urza's menace makes blocks less efficient, improving the likelihood that your artifact creatures connect and trigger Thopter Spy Network's card draw. Artifact Density. An artifact-focused build keeps the if you control an artifact condition reliably active, while simultaneously increasing the size of Urza's construct via total artifacts. Foundry Inspector. Cost Compression. The cost reduction increases artifact throughput, enabling faster board development while preserving mana for interaction in an artifact-centric plan. Affinity Enablement. Accelerated deployment of artifact creatures improves the likelihood that Urza is cast for a meaningfully reduced cost through affinity for artifact creatures. Construct scaling. Casting more artifacts results in a higher artifact count on the battlefield, thereby increasing the power and toughness of Urza's construct token. Bronze Guardian. Ward Umbrella. Bronze Guardian grants ward to your other artifacts, materially increasing the difficulty of interacting with the artifact base that Urza relies upon. Artifact scaling. Bronze Guardian's power scales with your artifact count, aligning with Urza's plan of accumulating artifacts to produce increasingly threatening board states. Menace Pressure. As an artifact creature, Bronze Guardian benefits from Urza's Menace Grant, and together with its own double strike, it meaningfully magnifies the combat damage output of a protected and high-power attacker. Thought Monitor. Affinity Rebuild. In a high artifact shell, Thought Monitor is commonly cast for a reduced cost, supporting rapid deployment after interaction and stabilizing your development lines. Card Refill. The ETB draw of 2 cards materially improves resource continuity, increasing the likelihood of sustaining artifact density for Urza's ongoing pressure. Artifact Scaling. As an artifact creature, Thought Monitor increases your artifact count, which directly amplifies Urza's construct token that grows by +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Master of Etherium. Menace Lethality. Urza grants menace to your artifact creatures, and Master's +1/+1 increases damage output, making blocks materially less efficient. Construct Enhancement. Urza's construct is an artifact creature, so it receives Master's +1/+1 in addition to its own scaling from your artifact count. Density Payoff. Both cards reward maintaining a high artifact count. Urza for a larger construct and Master for larger personal stats, thereby accelerating your primary win condition. Steel Overseer. Menace Pressure. Urza grants menace to your artifact creatures, and Steel Overseer's repeated +1/+1 counters materially increase the damage output of that evasive and wide board plan. Counter Persistence. Urza's construct is an artifact creature, and Steel Overseer can add permanent +1/+1 counters that remain even if your artifact count later fluctuates. Affinity Support. Steel Overseer itself is an artifact creature, contributing to the artifact creature count that reduces Urza's casting cost via affinity for artifact creatures. Post your commander on the comments section below, and we will create a video like this for you. Thank you for watching.